Oh, Christopher Bell. Coming up next. So after the race on Sunday, I thought it was pretty cut and dry that Christopher Bell chopped off Kyle Larson. Even though Larson apologized for it in victory lane, if you're watching it from the stands or from the TV or whatever, it was pretty clear that Bell just drove down on him like he wasn't even there. But Christopher Bell has a different opinion, and we're about to get into that. So I found an article on NASCAR.com that said Kyle Larson had tried to reach out to Christopher Bell to explain his side of the story, but Christopher Bell is not interested in hearing it. And let's just get into what was said real quick. Larson said, "Initially I thought I was in the wrong, but honestly, I think more after watching the replay, I think that we both had a factor in what happened. I got in there, I didn't dive bomb him like he said I did. I was a half car length back on him going down the front stretch, looked to his inside in the whole braking zone, and was actually further forward than I actually really was. I locked the brakes up going into the brake zone when I realized he was going to turn into the corner, and he really turned in like I wasn't there." He goes on to say, "I apologized to Bill in the initial victory lane interview. I reached out and I tried, but I guess he's not willing to talk to me, which is kind of whatever. I think any adult in the field would have at least had a conversation with you, but he doesn't care to. So we'll move on from it. If he wants to get me back, that's fine. Whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. If it makes him sleep better at night to ignore me and want to crash me or whatever, so be it." So it looks like Christopher Bell is just a little bit salty. We'll find out what Christopher Bell's take was on it in this motorsport.com article. And in that motorsport.com article, Christopher Bell says, "I don't know if I crowded him at all. He shouldn't have been there in the first place. He really didn't have a run coming off of turn 7. We were all packed up. I was faster than Martin Truex Jr., but never could make a run on him to get by him. The same thing with Larson. It's very disappointing. Our car was extremely fast and definitely capable of winning the race. Extremely frustrating, but a lot more racing to go." Okay, so there was Christopher Bell's take. What I thought was interesting about this is he said, "The one thing I always hate to see a race car driver say, I had a faster car than this guy, but I couldn't pass him." Dude, that makes you look like a terrible race car driver whenever you say that, because you're telling me that your team gave you a fast car, but you didn't know what to do with it because you couldn't get by people. Second off, you definitely chopped off Kyle Larson. It's very clear, it's very evident. There are also reports that your spotter did not clear you. You completely just turned right and acted like the dude wasn't there. And I don't know, man. I don't know how you can not, like, take the dude's phone call or whatever. And I'm not sure that this is a fight you want to pick. Because here, let me run down the reasons why you don't want to pick this fight. Reason number 1, it was your fault. Reason number 2, Kyle Larson is the best driver on his team. You are the 4th best option on your team and the 5th most important driver at Toyota, because Ty Gibbs is actually over you in importance, and anybody that wants to argue that, feel free to be wrong. Another point to make here is your fan base consists of the state of Oklahoma. Kyle Larson's fan base consists of every state he races in, which is every state, and you might get the nod in Oklahoma because that's where you're from, but you're definitely not getting the nod in California because that's Kyle Larson's home state, and that's where Matt DiBenedetto came from, and his fans are still mad at you because you stole his ride. And you're also not getting a lot of respect from Michigan because those guys don't like you because you took Eric Jones's ride. Arguably, a lot of people think Eric Jones is better than you and he's younger than you. And so those guys in Michigan are not super happy with you. So let's see where your fans would come from. Kyle Larson races in every state. You have one state worth of fans to support you. So I don't know if I would pick this fight when you're clearly in the wrong. So first off, let's just start off like this. You tried to cheat before the race even started. And second off, let's take some personal accountability here because you completely chopped him off and everybody watching it on TV saw that. You drove in and took a right like he wasn't even there. So let's start off with that. Which leads me to my next point. Is every single driver, when they go to Joe Gibbs, do they just straight turn into a diva? I mean, you've got Kyle Busch. You know what he does when he gets out of a race car. He yeets people and then complains about getting touched. Ty Gibbs complained about A.J. Allmendinger putting basically a racing move on him and called him a dirty driver. And then, you know, Ty Gibbs proceeds to yeet people. Whatever. Denny Hamlin, I don't know. He sort of chilled out later on. I got respect for Denny Hamlin because he made that pretty funny joke about Joey Logano. And so I'm going to let him off the hook here. And Martin Truex, he... I don't know. He talked all that jazz about Joey Logano, but then didn't do anything about it. So I'm gonna have to put him into the sort of crying camp. Even though I like Martin Truex, but I mean he didn't do that stuff at Furniture Row, so I don't know. Oh, that was at Furniture Row. Never mind. Completely wrong. But either way, Gibbs guys, they kind of cry a lot. That's all I got for you today. If you like the content, please subscribe down below. It helps the channel out a whole lot. And I really, really do appreciate it. You guys have been awesome about subscribing. Also, if you got a comment or you just, you know, want to defend your driver, if your guy's Christopher Bell, feel free to defend Christopher Bell. It's fine. It's not really, you know, I'm just being funny. Other than that, thanks for your time. Peace.